check the other side real quick. Good, very, very good. That was really good. So how about your rope this time though?
What?
How about your rope, taking off the rope? How do you use it?
Might not have, but I use it anyways.
Yeah, so you micromanage him a little, right? So let's try that. Let's try and let's trust that he'll do it.
Okay.
You can always correct it if he makes a mistake. Ooh. Good boy. He's like, oh, I'm paying attention. Good. Very good. Very good. So yeah, if you are just a little bit slower with your pull, then you get the horse to think. And it's okay if they make a mistake because that's how they learn. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Don't go to your mother.
That's his mother.
I know.
Being quiet.
Okay, so the front, how do you think you should do it? Tell me how you think you would do it. Because you've seen this for many years now. So
I know, but
you
I
don't
just...
have to use the rope because you're going to poke him in the eyes. I didn't use the rope. I'll use
I know,
the
use
stick
the stick.
or my hand. So what is driving pressure?
So if I take his nose right here...
No, that's not driving. Yeah, so what is driving me?
I don't want to hit him in the eyeball or something.
Right, but what is driving? What is driving me?
Get him to get away from me.
By doing
Rhythmic.
yes, rhythmic. So how can you do stuff with rhythm with your hands to get him to go away from you? You don't have to use the rope. Just try it.
You just walk into him?
Just try making rhythm. How can you make rhythm with your hands? Yes. Yes. And walk straight into him. Good. And if he doesn't respond to that, you can capture him with other movements. Just like you were doing with your feet. That was really good. So see, you can figure things out on your own because you've seen it enough and then you know what rhythm is. You know that it's a kid. So what happens is if he doesn't respond to this, then eventually you'll walk into him because he's not moving. So then he'll get trapped. But it's still rhythm.
Okay, with my hand.
Yes.
Not with the stick.
Yes. You can do it with your hands.
Okay.
Right, and he had trouble with this before, so don't, you just need to keep asking him and don't give him rest because whenever you
So
give
when
him
it's laying
rest,
down, how am I going to get in his face?
what can you do with your legs to make rhythm?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And guess what? He's going to run into your knee if he doesn't pick up his pace. So good and stop him and don't pull on him. Just use your rope a little bit more if he's walking forward. And if he didn't do the right thing, don't give him too much of a break because then he'll think, oh, every time I just move anyways, you're going to give me a break and it's a reward. Good. Very good. That was actually a really good step and then he started walking forward. Ask him again. Ask him again. Don't just give him a break. Yes. So you need to stop moving your feet also, okay? When he doesn't go in the direction you're asking him. So ask again. Good. And hold. Better, right? So he didn't walk off like 5 steps this time. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't like, exactly what we were looking for, but since he's just learning this stuff and we're just learning, we'll accept a little. And we can always make it better.
So I should always have his head up when I ask him?
It's his responsibility to pick up his head. So if his head
So
is not up and you're
shouldn't...
asking, then you're just going to use your legs. Use
Okay, so I
you
shouldn't have to pull his head up to get him to...
No. It's his responsibility to pay attention to you. It's not your responsibility to get his attention.
Okay.
again.
So then he
Okay?
thinks
Try
that
it again. Don't give him too much of a break.
he thinks I'm walking with him.
That's right. Good. And now stop. Ah. So you see, you stopped when he stopped. So now you can back him up a little. So,
Back him up.
yeah, back him up. By shaking the rope, not pulling on it. So by pulling on it, you just completely turned him around towards you. And you were just trying to push him away from you.
Okay.
So that's why the pulling on the rope doesn't really work, because, you know, you're giving him conflicting signals.
We only practiced 3 games last time.
Yeah, well, that's what we're practicing. Today we're practicing the third game.
Do you want to use the round pen? I can move satin.
We're not really doing much, and this is
Okay.
nice and shady.
Okay.
Alright, so now you want me to wiggle the rope to get him to back up?
So let's see a couple, maybe like one more better step by driving. And so what I would like you to start working on when you come here and actually practice is that you can move him 3 to 6 steps, not just 1 step. Okay? So right now we're just working on 1 step. That was your first lesson. And if you had practiced it, we would have been able to move on and do more.
Well, I had a little meltdown, so.
So horses always make you feel better. I can tell you that right now. You can come and just hug a horse and your world is whole.
Yay!
There's nothing for me that works like this.
Mm-hmm.
For Paul is disc golf. For me, I come to the barn and hug a horse and I'm fine. Good. That was really good, wasn't it? That was super good. He put effort into it. He stopped with you. He paid attention. Very good. That's what we were looking for, okay?
Okay.
So what you want to work on is that you can move him around on like make a half a circle with his front end and with behind end too, okay? So that will be your homework. So we're going to move on to the 4th game. So the 4th game is a yo-yo. So what do you think a yo-yo, just by thinking about it, by thinking what a yo-yo is?
It goes out and it comes back in.
Yeah, yeah. So what you do is you basically back a horse up and then invite him back into you. Yep. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your feet still and you're going to back him out on the rope. And you're going to try to get him to back up all the way to the end of your rope, but it's okay to take only 1 or 2 steps at a time.
Okay.
So you'll ask him to back up and you'll ask 1 to 2 steps and let him rest. Then you can ask him again a couple more steps, okay? Until he gets to the end of this rope.
So should I start like this, like you
Yes.
guys do first?
Yes, absolutely. You always want to start in the smallest pace possible, because you really want him to listen to that. You only want to be able to whisper to the horse.
Okay.
And then, because if you always start a little louder, he'll never listen to the whisper. Good. And at first he's not going to understand what you mean, so by practicing and coming here, doing it a few times, he will eventually understand. It's like, oh, I better listen to the whisper. Good. Very good. And I love how you did your phases.
Come back!
He's like, okay, can I come back now?
I'm gonna come back!
But I love the use of your phases. So your halter slipped down a little bit. Is that you whispered at first and you said, please move out of this. Please move backwards. And then he wasn't listening, so then you're like, okay, well, maybe you're not hearing me. You started picking it up, and then you said, please move now. And then you really picked up your rope, and you made it a lot louder, okay?
So it's always supposed to be right here?
About 2 fingers from the bottom of that bone on the side of the horse's. That's where the nose pin would be.
Yeah, I found this in my closet.
Yeah, I see that.
Nice.
Good color for him.
Mm-hmm. You look really handsome. They don't sell this blue anymore.
No?
No, they only
It's
sell
just
that.
like the level 2 string. It's
Yeah,
the same color.
It's just, they only sell that bright blue that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better?
Yes. Yep, it's better.
I just put like a little marker on him so I know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Draw an X.
Okay.
Alright.
So even though he's eating, he's supposed to be paying attention to me?
That's right, that's right. And you can still start with a whisper because you know horses can see a lot. Their vision is a lot better than ours. So,
Don't come up
yeah,
to
that's
me.
right. So you just tell them louder. Don't move your feet.
I just read in a German natural horsemanship magazine that we process at 15 to 17 pictures per second,
Uh-huh.
and horses can do like 25.
Oh.
That's why they see so much better, because they see more pictures per second.
Okay, so I get two steps and then I keep going, or I.
So, well, you can ask 2 steps at a time. You want to get him to the end of your rope, but you can do it 2 steps at a time, okay? Good, good. Give him more rope. Good, good. Good, very nice. Good boy. We're asking for a couple more steps. Good. Good boy.
So now you want me to go back farther?
So, it's up to you. It's your plan. So you're pretty far up the rope. It's pretty good to me. And now you invite him back in, and that's all it takes. See that? So if you think about the yo-yo, if you have more of one movement than the other, what's going to happen to the yo-yo?
What if I have more movement?
Like if you throw it too hard and then it doesn't come back all the way back, are you going to be able to keep yo-yoing?
No, you have to wind it back up again.
Exactly. So what we're looking with the horse is we're looking for the same thing. We're looking for the backup to be as even as the draw.
Okay.
Okay? And what was better for him? What was much stronger than? What was stronger than? Was draw stronger or the drive? Was your driving stronger or was his draw towards you stronger?
He seemed to want to come in more than he wanted to go away from me.
Yeah, so your draw is a lot stronger than your drive, right? And it makes sense too because like even when you move his front end, the driving is not that great, right?
Okay, yeah.
So he needs a lot more practice with that. He needs a lot more. So good. So now we've covered the yo-yo. So what we're going to cover, what you can do with the yo-yo is you can actually take him and practice backing up between the posts, for example, going into the paddock or something.
Noodles.
You can back up the noodles here,
Okay.
okay? And so you can just go, back them up to the other side and then let them stand there, wait, and then invite them back. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So now I'm just going to go over a circling game with you.
Okay.
And circling is different than lunging because you're not just taking the horse out on a circle without thinking and you're not just taking him around. You want to have a course connected and what you're giving him is the responsibility of going. So before, like you used to see me always lunging the horse before I rode. So what you do basically is that when you lunge, you're just making it your responsibility to keep chasing the horse. But with the circling, what you're going to build up is that when you send, they keep carrying on until you say, oh, thank you for doing that, please come in now.
Okay.
So you're building up their responsibility of keeping pace, rhythm, looking where they're going, and, continuing with it will be your pattern later. So let me show you what comes into the circling, okay? So circling, before you circle, you want to back your horse out to the end of your rope. I'm going to ask you softly. Wait a minute, I changed hands. Okay. So, and then what you're going to do, I'm going to send him to the right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of a feel on the rope so you can direct him a little bit more. And you're going to point and step to the direction where you want him to go. So it's basically like, please go this way. Okay? And of course, off he goes at the speed of sound. So what do you do after that?
Lift it.
Lift. Good.
Lead it. Swing it. And I forgot the
That's right. So what it is lead it,
Okay.
lift it,
Swing it.
and swing it.
There's a fourth one.
Yeah, I don't remember. Don't think to me, thank you for coming, but I didn't she has